Hello, good afternoon, Dr. Potoczek. How are you doing?
Hi, hello, Dr. Lozano. I'm very fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I'm pretty honored and happy for you to be here today to be able to talk about the next Congress of Polish Aligner Academy.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm honored too. I'm really happy that I could say just little things about our Congress, which is going to be actually the third Congress of our young society, because we are now, I think, 4 years old society. And this May, it's going to be our third Congress. So we are, trying to be up to date to all the other societies in the Europe. So this year it's gonna be in Warsaw. Last year was in Wrocław, Wrocław, my city, and the first one was also in Warsaw. It was straight after the pandemic time, so we had a nice, entrance to the public. So now this year it's gonna be in Warsaw, as I said, in the very nice location in the city center, and we have amazing group of speakers. One of them is you, actually. So
actually, yes, I know what is me, but I'm probably not the most interesting of the speakers. What do you think? I mean, what international speakers do you have? I'm not going to ask you about your favorite, because that would be maybe a little compromising for you, but what are the international and the local speakers?
So all of our speakers are great, so they're not the better and worse, of course. We wanted to, let's say, mix some of our local speakers, and we have Dr. MICHAł Tarnawski, who is a very famous orthodontist in Poland, and also JOANNA MROWIEC, very famous because she works a lot with prosthodontists. So she's gonna mix some DSD protocols, some joints also with orthodontics. And we have great speakers from Spain. We have SUSANA PALMA. We have you, of course, Javier. We have Italian speakers. So we have Matteo Reverdito and his wife. They are gonna have their lectures about kids, because they work a lot of kids. We have Simonetta Meuli from Italy, and we're very pleased that the group and the list of speakers are women and men, because it's almost always men and their speeches. So now it's almost 50-50. So I'm really, really proud of that.
Yes, I agree with that. Many times we see the boards in the Congress and they're full with men. I guess somehow we're a bit luckier since we don't have babies ourselves. So it changes life a bit. And there is like so much talent in between women. But it also happens that sometimes we tend to focus more on the international speakers. I mean, maybe you're in Poland and you're thinking of obviously I can talk freely about Susana. She's like God to me. She's like a really good friend and an extraordinary orthodontist. But sometimes when you're in your own country, you see like with a different view, international speakers or speakers from abroad. It happens to me. I mean, if we were here in Spain, we're talking about Polish speakers. They're great and they're doing great. Actually, I was seeing a couple of days ago one of your lectures working for a Spanish company. So I was really excited to be able to see you once again. So what do you think of this? Is it like really growing the number of aligners in Poland or not? Is this an increase in the number of doctors? Or what's your view on this?
This year we are expecting like 120 attendees on the Congress, and it's growing every year. It's more and more. So what I can observe here, like lecturing for doctors, for GPs also, but for orthodontists, that they are very common with aligners, but they don't know how to start, which brand they should choose. So what I think is that they want to start, they started, or they're just in the process of starting, but they really need more. That's what we needed when we started as well. When I started in 2015, there were no Polish speakers. So I was learning from Spanish speakers. I was learning from Italian speakers, from many different point of views, the philosophies and stuff. So now we are growing here in Poland, also as a market for aligners, but also as the speakers. So we are very happy that we can have our own speakers on such a great event on the stage with you guys who are very much experienced, and you know you had so many patients treated already. So yeah, I think we're growing.
Yeah, I think one of the things, I don't know if it happens, things similar to this in Poland or not, but in Spain, at least maybe 5 or 6 years ago, up to then, everyone was focused on adult patients. And they are really the complex cases. And today we're treating more and more kids, and we see like, wow, this is booming, because the results are extraordinary. And with the same mechanics, you can achieve much better results. Actually, Dr. Reverdito and Eliana, they have like extraordinary cases talking about this. What about kids? I don't know if you treat a lot or not yet in Poland.
I personally treat like 30% of my patients are kids, and I work only with aligners. And I know that many of my colleagues are also working with aligners because they are more nice for kids, right? You want for your kid the best you can give it. So that's why I think parents in Poland, when they know that there's a possibility to be treated with Invisalign or with any other aligners, they want to try. So I think the market for growing patients is growing also, but we still have to learn from more experienced doctors, like, as you mentioned, Matteo and his wife, but also from Simonetta, who is absolutely loved here by Polish public. So people love her, and we know we are expecting
so here we have another fan of Simonetta. I'm a really big
really
fan, as well as Eliana and Matteo, but I have so kisses to Simonetta. She will be starting one of these new video chapters soon. So I'm a really big fan of her.
Yeah, she's an amazing doctor and a friend, and we really love her here in Poland. She's very famous, actually. So yeah, we cannot wait to have her also on our event. She was with us, as you also, last year in Wrocław, and we really wanted to have her again in Warsaw. So yeah, she's gonna be for one day here, and then she really has to run to Torino, because there are some other events at the same time. But she's such a good person, and she said, okay, I will try to fly like day after day, and she's gonna be with us as well.
Yeah, actually, it's a complicated moment to set up a Congress date, because the agenda is like full of events. I mean, like Polish Aligner Academy is on my schedule for every year and for next year and next year, but it's complicated because it's flooded with events. We're lucky to have like so many events to be able to attend to, like the European Aligner Society Simonetta is attending to.
Yeah, actually, it's really hard to have amazing speakers, because you have such a busy calendars, and at the same time we have the Congress in Torino, and also some things are going on in Dubai. So it was really hard to organize it. So yeah, I'm really proud that we are here 1 week before and everything is ready.
Yeah, with like more than 100 attendees, that's a great hit, especially only after 4 years. Are you already planning the event for next year, for 2024?
Actually, due to the fact that there are so many events all around Europe and the world, we decided to have another Congress, not in 2024, but it's going to be in 2025. Because we really want it to be a big hit, and we want to have great speakers again, as every year. So we decided to have just a small event next year and a big Congress in 2025.
Oh, that's great. It sounds amazing. Do you already know the dates, or are you still working on it?
We are still working on it because we really don't want to, you know, mix with other important events. So we are still writing with other organizations and societies what are the dates for them, just not to be at the same date, because you cannot imagine how hard it was to pick just 2 days in 365 days to have amazing speakers who are not busy at the same time. Yeah.
I understand. Also, I know you're from Wrocław. I really enjoyed the city last year, and we were able to share a few moments together last year. I know you're not from Warsaw, but still, probably you can recommend some highlights from the city for the doctors attending from abroad in the city.
Oh yeah. Warsaw is of course the capital, and it has an amazing history. So there are a lot of spots you will just pass by going through the old city, for example. So we have, like, you know, a private program like we had last year, when we just go for a walk to the city center. But we have an amazing event planned also on Friday evening. It's gonna be great party. I think even better than last year, because we have some guy who is going to be a star of the night, and we're really gonna party hard. So be ready for that.
Yeah, actually, this year I promise I will not leave that early as last year, because I was like really tired after the whole day with lectures and everything, because it's like a really intense program.
Yeah, so this event, this time you cannot miss it, because we have a party in outside the hotel. It's gonna be in the restaurant, which is called Sticks, very famous in the city center, surrounded by the by the very modern, let's say, buildings. And we have a very nice DJ, and we're gonna, you know, have a lot of fun, I think.
Oh, that's great. I won't miss it. And what about the sponsors? Are you happy with the answer you're getting from big companies supporting you?
Actually, we have a group of amazing companies who are supporting us this year, the same as last events. They know how to work with people. They know how to invite them. They will support us with their knowledge, with their people surrounding us. With a lot of them, we're friends, so we are very, very happy that they are supporting us.
Yes, I agree with that. I think that sometimes, I mean, especially today, in which some doctors are trying or were researching on how to print aligners in office, and it's cool that we can do it from a technological perspective. But it is also important to remember that big companies providing aligners or other services are really good, because they are investing part of the money we're paying for the aligners on research and development. And I think this is growing the knowledge and the products we have in our offices. And the same way they are supporting these scientific events. And I agree with you that it's really important to have their support to make it big and be able to give, like, to many doctors the chance to learn one from each other. I mean, I'm really excited to be there in a few days, because I know I will be learning from other doctors, and that's incredible, having the support from these big companies. I think it's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And also, I want other doctors who are going to be for the first time on our events, that they have to know that there are people standing behind the companies who know so much about technology, and also a lot about treatment planning, who are very supportive for them as doctors to achieve final good treatment plans. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe the final one. I mean, I know that the number of attendees to your Congress is growing, to your annual meeting is growing, because doctors in Poland are obviously interested. Doctors from abroad are obviously interested, and they're joining. But if there's like a doctor coming from the first time to your event, what would you say it's making it different from another events on the same category? What do you think it is special on Polish Aligner Academy? I have my own answer to this. I will tell you later.
Okay.
What do you think?
What I think is that because of the fact that we are still growing, and we started as a group of friends, we're still keeping it as a friendship society. You know, we're friends all together. We are not trying to be better than the others. We are trying to support ourselves. And due to the fact that there are not so many of us still, but we're growing, you can talk to every single doctor, every single technician, every single people from company, and it's more like personal. That's what I think about PAA congresses. But I'm really curious, what's your opinion?
You're going to be surprised. I mean, I always say to people around me that I never say something I don't truly think.
Okay.
I said a few minutes ago, Polish Aligner Academy is on my schedule. This year, I'm really honored and lucky to be one of the speakers once again. But I hope in 2 years' time, I won't be a speaker, so I can fully enjoy, because whenever you're a speaker, you're a bit stressed and you're thinking of the presentation, you're nervous. So this makes things a bit more complicated, but it's on my schedule because last year in Wrocław, I mean, you say friends, and I felt like some family feelings. It was like being surrounded of people. Obviously, the team on the board of the PAA, but also the doctors. You can feel this family feeling, and I fully feel what you just said. It's like there's no competition in between anyone. It's just a matter of sharing things, and this is quite important because science somehow, and orthodontics is a part of the science, is about sharing things. And this is what, for me, it made it special last year. I could feel the sense of community, of people trying to improve the knowledge, to share, to support one to each other. And you can tell it. I mean, it's obviously also a matter of the country and the personality of the country, of the Polish people, like always having this feeling of hospitality and trying to be warm and nice to each other, especially to people from abroad. But I have to say that I fully agree with what you just said. Probably it's a matter of friends or sharing, but that's to me part of the spirit. It's not just about seeing the best case on the screen, but I mean, leaving this a little space for the other to see it better and share and create a better orthodontic community. Not just about science, but about building a better orthodontic world. That's what I feel.
So I'm really, really happy because that's what we as a PAA want to be. So we want to have the feeling that our speakers, our guests, and our doctors, attendees are really feeling what we wanted them to feel. So thank you so much for your opinion. I'm really happy, and I hope that this year is going to be the same or even better.
Okay, so with this, as I was saying, could be the last question, but since we have a few days left, I would recommend, especially after saying this, anyone thinking still on the last few days of attending to the event, don't miss out this event. It's going to be incredible, and you will probably regret not attending to it, not just only because of the exceptional speakers attending to the event, but also for the feelings and the experience you're going to live during these days in Warsaw.
Yeah, thank you so much, Javier, for everything, and we cannot wait to have you here in Poland. So all you, not early but late birds, please register. Once again, you can go to paacongress.pl website. There's still registration on, so we have few days left, but definitely you have to be with us.
Yeah, you have the address below the website, so you can join us in PAA in a few days. So thank you, Dr. Potoczek, for your speech today and for the nice talk we had.
Thank you so much, Javier. See you in 7 days, and I'll wait for all of you in Warsaw.
Okay, see you in a few days. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.